Okay, hey y'all, welcome back to Transformation to Expansion. And today's a very, very, very special episode, as y'all can hear and see if you're on YouTube. Today it's just you and me. We are out here in nature. I know y'all can hear the birds singing, and I really wanted to bring it back to some of the original episodes where I'm just here to give you my wisdom that I have received so you guys can really transform your lives and expand it, okay? So today's a very, very special episode. We're out here in nature, and I'm just so excited to bring a big part of my life to y'all. And that big part is nature, okay? It can't be more simpler than that, okay? So I'm really excited to be here with y'all today, out here in nature. But I'm going to take a little moment. I want y'all to take a deep breath in and out, and in, and out. And we're going to do that for the next minute or so as we listen to the birds and the nature around us. Okay, let's come back. I want to give you guys a little moment of peace because I feel like in our busy, 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 crazy world, there's not enough time for peace. People don't make time for peace, so I'm making you make time for peace, okay? And just listening to the nature around you. And if you feel so inspired, find your local park, find your local forest, find your local beach, and go out into nature. It's like, those of y'all listening, you clicked on this episode because you're like, okay, I want to raise my vibration. Well, this is the number one way. Go out into nature. Right now I'm standing next to a beautiful, 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 beautiful tree. A really large trunk. I would say it's about 200 years old. So I'm going to go ahead and snap a picture of it. Get started on your wellness journey today. Whether you are starting your wellness journey in the middle of it or finishing it, this library will help you so many resources on how to jumpstart your wellness. And really, it has so much more than that. It has full guides on how to quantum leap, full guides on how to manifest, and even my personal favorite, coloring books. Yes, and I'm talking unique coloring books. Y'all already know who you're dealing with, okay? We have baobab coloring books, cactus plant coloring books, and so much more. And it's completely free. So please make sure to check it out, especially if you're on your wellness journey, or if you know a friend who is on the wellness journey and wants some free resources, please let them know about the wellness library, okay? The link is in the show notes below. I love y'all so much. Let's get back to the show. Real quick, for those of y'all looking on the YouTube video, before we get into how to raise your vibration via your astrology sign, okay? So let me take one more picture of this beautiful, beautiful tree real quick. Oh, that's not what I wanted. There you go. Okay, and now we're gonna get into it. So how to raise your vibration according to your astrology sign. Let's get into it. We're gonna start with the reverse, okay? Because y'all know, for those of you who know, I'm a Pisces, and they always be starting these with Aries, so we gonna mix it up. Not because I'm biased, but legit because I just want to do it differently, okay? So, Pisces, the way to raise your vibration is tap into your belief, tap into your faith, tap into your spirituality, tap into your uniqueness, and embrace it and express it. Okay. And for those of y'all who are like younger Pisces, it is a little bit more challenging because, when we're in school, when we are younger, we're kind of, I don't know how I want to put this. We're going through kind of the cycle of, everybody is, and this is not just Pisces, but when we're younger, we go through the cycle of suffering, basically. Not everybody, but right. We learn certain things. We learn consequences. We learn what to do, what not to do. And sometimes the gifts that we receive are stifled because of kind of the social programming that we're introduced to when we're younger, okay? So I want y'all to take note of that. Anybody who's listening, no matter what sign you are, right? Keep that in mind, okay? This is coming from the episode I did with Monique Laurent, the astrologer. She talks about this in that specific podcast episode about how we all go through this period of experiencing suffering when we're younger, and then when we're older, we start to process out of those or work out of kind of the false beliefs and false narratives that we had told ourselves when we were younger. So anyway, my point is, if you're younger listening to this, keep being unique, because it is what is going to raise your vibration, okay, is that uniqueness. And also tap into your ability to learn, okay? Remember, Pisces is kind of the accumulation of all the signs. So you really have the power to really connect with everyone and everything around you. You just need to recognize your power, tap into it, and learn, okay? Just learn. Don't allow yourself to kind of get into that little hole of like, oh, I'm too weird, or I'm too unique to be around these people, because that's false, okay? It's not a true statement. So I really want y'all to really tap into that and embrace it, okay? Another way to really raise your vibration, obviously, it's a water sign. You're going to be around water a lot, okay? For me, throughout my whole life, I've always lived around a body of water. Majority of my life, I lived next to the ocean, at least within a 10-minute drive within the ocean. The only exception was that when I was in college, I lived literally right next to a lake. Like, it was really like part of the campus. So that was the one exception, the one time. And actually that place was a very spiritual place. So I think there was a high reason for me to even be there in the first place. What that reason is at this moment, I don't really know. But but I did have a lot of really beautiful experiences there. I had my first sweat lodge when I was there, which was like crazy. That was like a crazy experience, not just from the sweat lodge itself, but even the 24 hours before. That was insane. So anyway, my point is, you want to raise your vibration, Pisces, you got to be around water. It's really going to help you. And if you are in the desert, or if you are someplace where there's not a lot of water, easy fix, okay? You incorporate water into the space that you're living in, okay? So you can use like a water fountain, like a, little feng shui water fountain, one of those bamboo fountain things. If you're in the desert too, the other thing you can do is just have cactus plants around you, right? Cactuses are really good at holding water, so they're going to be a really good resource for you if you live in a desert area, okay? So you really want to tap into that water energy, and you want to learn how to flow. So that's the other thing. Just go with the flow and don't internalize anything that is said to you, okay? Just kind of take everything with a grain of salt, okay? But that's going to really help you raise your vibration is water. Okay, so let's go to the next one. The next one is going to be Aquarius. My Aquarius brothers and sisters, okay? So y'all are air signs, right? You know this, hopefully. I hope so. So Aquarius, y'all need to raise your vibration by working with other people. That's how you're going to raise your vibration. It's really going to help you, like, not just working with other people, but like working with other people in a harmonious way, okay? That's really going to help you raise your vibration. and just being part of a collective, being part of a group, and really tapping into that. Okay, so finding communities that you really resonate with, that's really going to help you raise your vibration. And not just that, it's also going to help you raise your financial vibration too. But you really need to tap into working with other people, working with communities that you really resonate with. And also, and tapping into not just like any community, right? Like, you can have the communities that are like really popular, but finding like kind of that like niche community, of that like one thing that you really love. A lot of my friends who are Aquariuses, they have something really unique. And they always find their unique community to kind of like tap in with. So, for example, I have one friend, she doesn't do theater. She doesn't do musicals, none of that. But she loves going to musicals. She loves watching theater. And so she'll go and like she will go to all of the different plays. She happens to live in New York, so she'll go to New York, go to the different plays. But she's always tapped in with that community, even though she's not an actress, even though she's not really, it's not really her thing. She still appreciates that. And because she appreciates that, she always has access to that community, and that's going to help her raise her vibration. Okay. So finding that little niche community, is really going to help you raise that vibration. Working with that universal oneness, always kind of thinking, how is this going to impact everybody around me? That's really going to help you raise your vibration. And for those of y'all Aquarius who are feeling stuck, like really tap into that, tap into that energy of like, how can this help other people? How can this help my community and everybody else like me? That's really going to help you. Okay, so that's Aquarius. That's how you can raise your vibration. Okay. And I'm trying to think for Aquarius. That's pretty much it. I think one thing I want to like warn Aquarius is about is to really step and empower yourself to be kind. And this is for Pisces too, but it really benefits you in the long run. I think Aquarius is not necessarily for Pisces, but for Aquarius, it's really easy to kind of go with like the flow of the group. But recognize that like if the group isn't, if they doing something is wrong or ain't right, you need to kind of empower yourself to be the leader to kind of change the direction of the group, if that makes sense. Hope that makes sense. Okay. But it's going to help you. I'm not saying you don't have to do this, but I'm telling you that if you want to help propel yourself forward even more, that's really going to help you with this. Okay. So definitely, tap into that energy, that leader, that universal leader, because you're tapped in with the all. Okay. And you guys can probably do this really effortlessly too. Okay, so the next one is Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn, raising your vibration. Working. Capricorns, y'all love to work. Don't let anybody tell you anything different. The one thing I will say, learn to have a really good work-life balance. Okay, a lot of Capricorns, they can easily fall into an unbalanced lifestyle with their work. So I really want y'all to recognize that. And real quick, little interruption. I'm standing in front of a really beautiful, I think it's 400 years old tree. I took a picture of it for y'all on YouTube. I feel like the picture isn't going to do it justice, but it's all good. It's all good. But I just want to take a moment to recognize this tree and really connect with it. I think is it a hemlock? Not sure. Anyway, okay, so I think it's a hemlock, but we're going to keep on going. So, Capricorns, it's going to help you to really like be the best at work. Like y'all love to work, but you have to also like recognize that, you know, if you are feeling a low vibration at work, then obviously it's not a work that you're meant to do. So really, I know y'all love to work. Y'all love to work, and that's okay. It is okay to love work. Make sure it's a work that you absolutely love, okay? You really love to pour into. And make sure, you know, you're getting something from that job also, okay? Now, for those of y'all Capricorns listening who are in a relationship or have a family too, that's when you got to tap into that work-life balance. You need to figure that out. Figure that out, okay? Because we know y'all love to work. We know y'all love to work. But finding that balance is going to help you, because it's okay to love work. I feel like somebody's got to love working, you know. Somebody's got to do it. And it's okay that raises your vibration. That's totally okay. You just really need to recognize that it's important to also, you know, take into consideration the people who are now part of your life, whether it's your partner or your family members or your kids. You need to take that into consideration. And once you have that balance, it's really going to help you raise your vibration even higher. And one way that you can do that is you can do that by just sitting down really and analyzing, like, you know, what are my priorities? What's going to make me happiest? Because I know if you have a family, you Capricorn listening, like, I already know, like, okay, you know, you do love work. You do love work. But it's like, how can I incorporate a balance that also allows me to prioritize, you know, my kids in a way? I mean, you could bring your kids to work too. But, you know, start to kind of change your perception of your relationships too. One of the drives that really helps Capricorns like excel so much at work is like the challenge and then the success and the ability to accomplish their goals. They're really good at that. So start to apply those same kind of principles that you have at work to your family to kind of help you really shift your reality around how you interact with your family members or your relationship. Take it as a challenge to be the best partner or the best parent, and then excel at it. It's really easy for y'all to do. You just need to tap in and maybe change your mindset around it. You know, teach your kids how to be really great workers, how to be great entrepreneurs, how to be, you know, great at what they do. That can be another way for you to connect with your kids. But just little caveat real quick, okay? Make sure that if you know, with any relationship, if you want to develop it more, you absolutely have to consider what they want to do, right? So just find a way to balance it out, okay? Don't just do what you want to do and try to prioritize what they want to do to help harness that relationship and make it flourish, okay? So that is how you can raise your vibration as a Capricorn. Now, Sagittarius. We're going to go to Sagittarius next. Sagittarius. Okay, y'all are all about purpose. If y'all don't have a purpose, a deep purpose in life, then it's really hard for you guys to raise your vibration. So a way to do that is to really start to investigate who you are, okay? Ooh. There's a little squirrel looking right at me. I'm just going to keep on walking. Okay, so no, it's okay. You can stay there. It's like, is she going to come closer? I'm walking. Okay. Sagittarius, right? So y'all, it's all about purpose. You absolutely need to be in your purpose, okay? Astrology is going to help you with this. Numerology is going to help you with this. But what I would say for this, though, because I shouldn't have made that sound, but some people, I won't put this. What I want y'all to do is, if you get an astrology or numerology reading, you need to specify, okay? Ask them, hey, I want to answer this question. What is my purpose? And just focus on that, okay? And this is my opinion, but honestly, if you want to get a general reading, some people are going to disagree with what I'm about to say, but it's okay. You can just get that online, okay? Go to 3 or 4 different websites. because now anybody can get a general reading. Obviously, yes, if you get it from a professional, then you might have a little bit more in-depth analysis on that. But if you are like on a tight budget, then I would really highly, highly suggest to just get that general reading from a free website online, and then hire that astrologist or whatever, numerologist, to help you figure out your purpose in life. Okay. Spend your money on that, answering that specific question. This is for my Sagittariuses. Okay. Because it's so important for y'all to have your purpose. It's so important. It's like, if y'all ain't in your purpose, your vibration just is like automatically lowered. So like it's really important for y'all to be in your purpose. Okay. So make sure you do that. But that's my little like kind of trick for that, because I know not all of us have thousands of dollars to spend on these readings, or hundreds of dollars to spend on these readings. But I do say get one from a professional. Just make sure you ask that specific question: what is my purpose? Okay. This is for, again, Sagittarius. Any sign can do this, but specifically for my Sagittarius, this is pretty important. Okay. So that's so Sagittarius, so that's how you raise your vibrations, by being in your purpose. Okay, Sag. And living in it. That's really going to raise your vibration. And also travel will also help you raise your vibration a lot. And if you're not traveling, that's okay. You don't necessarily have to be traveling, but you need to be like interacting with people constantly. And when I say travel, right, I don't really mean travel like outside of your home country. You just need to be moving around, or at least interacting with people who are always traveling. Okay. That's really, really important for Sagittarius, because it's just going to expand your mind, and it's really going to allow you to have the connections that I feel like Sagittarius kind of need to also be in their purpose. Right. It's really going to help you follow through with that. So that's Sag. Okay, let's get into my Scorpios. Okay, my Scorpios. So for y'all to raise your vibration, this is going to be like a little bit challenging, because when y'all are younger, remember, you're a fixed water sign. Let's just start off with that. You are a fixed water sign. A lot of fixed signs, they really have this mentality of like, I don't want to change. I don't have to change, and I want everybody around me to not try to change me. This is like the energy, and that's okay. It's totally okay to have that energy. It's part of what you're here to experience. But there's a shift when you're older. There's a shift that happens when you're older, where you start to realize that you just shift that perspective, and you realize that like, oh, you know what? It's actually okay for me to change. I don't mind changing. Let me try to step into this more. It's a comfort of kind of embracing, it's a process of embracing discomfort. Okay. So it's really important to recognize that. For Scorpios. Now, you guys, you can do it earlier. you can do it in your 20s and 30s if you really choose to. And you can start to really shift your mindset about your reality. I think it's easier for some Scorpios than others, okay? Depending on like what your moon sign is and what your rising sign is, but anyway, so that's that. So that's kind of Scorpio energy. So to really raise your vibration, Scorpios, I really recommend like spending time alone and just reflecting. I think reflection is really going to help you. And the other big thing that's going to help you raise your vibration is to not take things personally. Okay? Don't take anything personally. This is like the biggest challenge, I think, for Scorpios. Once you let go, you stop taking stuff personally, it's really going to help you raise your vibration, okay? And start to give people the benefit of the doubt, even if they abuse that or take advantage of that. Still giving them the benefit of the doubt. It's going to allow you to kind of let go of, oh girl, okay, I don't know about these crows, but anyway, it's going to allow you to let go of the weights that are holding you back. Okay. It's really going to help you do that, and it's going to allow you to vibrate higher. Okay. But you got to let go. You got to let go of the, of just feeling hurt, feeling that victim mentality. You got to step out of that. The more you do that, the easier it's going to be for you to raise your vibration. Obviously, being a water sign, being around water is also going to help you with that, because it's going to allow you to go into flow. Learning Tai Chi will also really help you with this too. Okay, so that's for Scorpio. The next one is Libra. Libra. Ooh, girl. Oh, it's just a bird. Okay, so Libra. What's really going to help y'all flourish? Ooh, I feel like I might have to separate the girls and the guys for this, but if you are a Libra girl, what's really going to help you flourish and raise your vibration is just interacting with people and connecting with people, but also like making sure you have time to go inward and reflect on yourself. I know a lot of Libra women are so social. They love people. They love interacting with people, but they don't have time for themselves. So really making that space for yourself is really going to help you raise your vibration and even be even more social. But you have to really take care of your social battery. And the other thing that's really going to help you raise your vibration is really tapping into like social media and your communities on social media. That's really going to help you. For the guys, my male Libras, you guys really have to kind of, still interact with people and really be part of a community. And also you need to kind of let go too. So that's like another thing, maybe for both Libras, because y'all like really, like if you love somebody, you really love hard, but I really want y'all to really just kind of embrace loving and letting go. Don't necessarily like fall for somebody hard. I think it's because it's like, it does raise your vibration, but it's temporarily, right? Y'all really need to kind of go inward. This is the biggest key, is just go inward, okay? Go inward, reflect, love yourself, find out what you love to do. And, just find out what you love to do and just spend more time with yourself and just balance that social life out. That's it, okay? Just balance it out. So that's really going to help you. That's really going to help you raise your vibration. The other thing is living life, like kind of letting go and living life. If you can do that like once, like for a month every year, that would really help you too. Because you guys, like y'all are really good at just interacting with people, being social. And if you're listening to me right now and you're like, well, I'm not very good at being social and I'm a Libra. Okay, you really need to do some deep diving and kind of, you need to let go of some of the trauma that might have happened when you were younger to have you believe that. Because Libras, look, they absolutely love to interact with people, okay? So you gotta kind of figure that out if you want to. You don't have to be if you want to. So you need to kind of tap in with people and that'll help you like raise your vibration, and it'll really help you just empower yourself to be more in that energy of love. Because I think that's what a lot of Libras are kind of seeking, is to be in that energy of love. And being social, but then also being social without attachment, without any expectations, is really going to help you tap into that, right? No expectations about how, about what you say or what the other person is saying, or maybe what the other person is thinking. Like, just get out of that headspace and just tap into just being social, finding your tribe, and just interacting with people. It's really, really, really going to help you, okay? So that's going to help you raise your vibration. Virgo is the next one. Virgo. I love my Virgos. I mean, I love all the signs, and Virgos are amazing. So, but I don't mean not on any bias, but what I love about Virgos is y'all are really good at being grounded and, there's a deer right in front of me. I need to go. I need to walk this way. I'm gonna record it because I'm scared, but see, it's like staring right at me. Hi. I need to walk this way. It's just not moving. It's okay. Okay, there you go. There you go. I took a video. I'll put it on the hi. I'll put it on the on the YouTube. Anyway, so it scared me a little bit because I was like, yeah, I kind of forgot that there's bears here too. So I'm kind of like low key, high key. I'm walking back. Okay. So anyway, or at least staying in the trails where there's a lot of people. But my point is Virgos. Okay, so Virgos, y'all are very grounded in reality. The way to really raise your vibration, I would actually say, is to do the opposite. Well, let me put it like this. Stay grounded in reality, but allow yourself to really tap into fantasy, tap into your desires, tap into what you really truly believe deep down in your soul, and express that and embrace it. Okay, that's going to help you raise your vibration. And it's a challenge because I know a lot of Virgos, y'all want to stay with reality. It's like you'll try to do the whole like wishful thinking thing. But if y'all don't see those results, then you kind of tap out and you go back into the grounded part of it, which is fine. It's healthy and it works for this reality. But y'all have to recognize we're going into the Aquarian age, okay, where the people who are more tapped into taking those leaps of faith, truly believing, how I want to put this, it's more possible to do that now than it was before. So really tap into that, okay? Take that leap of faith. Obviously do some research, do y'all very analytical, so you'll tap into that. That's a gift. And also have faith. Okay, have faith and recognize what will really help you is if you start to recognize when your faith is being tested so that you don't fall back into that trap of oh, I need to go back into this grounded view of reality. Okay. And for Scorpios too, that's another thing. They're very like, how do I want to say? It's like that early life, that early reality that they experienced when they were younger, really has a hold over Scorpios, and I want to empower y'all to let go of that. But anyway, back to Virgos. Okay, but analyzing is really going to help you tap into that high vibration, and if you can just analyze with faith, that'll really, 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 really help you. Okay, so do that analytical work, but then also make sure to have some faith. Okay, sprinkle a little faith on top of that. That's what I would say. But it's gonna help you raise your vibration because you're gonna realize that like, oh, it was all just a mindset shift. I just had to shift my mindset over it. Okay, so I'm really talking to those Virgos who might have taken leaps of faith in the past and it didn't work out. Do it. Try it again. Just try it again, and you're gonna have that shift of mind where it's like, oh wait, this was, this is the epiphany that I needed to have in order to kind of get through this hurdle. So that's Virgos, but that's going to really help you kind of raise your vibration. Obviously being in nature. And then also Virgos, when y'all are young, y'all love to fight, and that's okay. But when you're older, it might not be the same. It might not be as cool anymore. So if you are a Virgo too, the other thing that's really help you raise your vibration is letting go of that. You guys just love to fight, and that's okay. But being able to find an outlet for that. Okay, get into kickboxing, get into MMA, get into jiu-jitsu. It's really going to help you kind of release that because you're always going to have that's part of being a Virgo. Virgo is this very feminine sign, but it's like the yin and yang symbol, right? Like, so it's like, it's mostly feminine, mostly black, but it has a little white dot in it. And that white dot for Virgos is like anger. And sometimes it's like, you don't even know where it's coming from. It's just there. But Virgos are really like kind of this catalyst to be able to hold it, but you have to release it, right? So doing some kind of fighting, like martial arts or anything like that, it's really, 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 really going to help you guys kind of vibrate higher and release that, okay, if you need to release it. So that's for my Virgos. Let's get into my Leos. Leo. Oh my God, y'all. Leos. Okay, because we got our August Leos and we got our September Leos. August and July Leos. Y'all, two different people, but we won't get into it. Leos in general, to help you raise your vibration. Y'all really, you love to, well, okay. So this is where I'm going to distinguish. So I think my August Leos, those are like my Leos. like, I don't want to put beginning of August, end of July, beginning of August, y'all can be a little bit dramatic, and it's okay. It's okay. But I really want to help y'all kind of channel that drama into something else, okay? Whether it's in acting, whether it's in, making music, creating. Leos love to create. Just try to channel some of that energy into what you love to create. Because sometimes, the drama, you might love the drama, but, the Virgo you got into a fight with, they're not going to like it. So, just keep that into consideration, okay? That's the only thing. So make sure to do that. If you are a Leo, make sure to kind of start to channel the trauma. You do deserve drama. You do deserve to be the star of your show. Absolutely. Try to channel it into something else, okay? Try to channel it into an artwork, or try to express it in some other means, because you're meant to express it. But, you need to learn how to do it in a healthy way that's also going to be beneficial for everybody else, okay? And you. So that's for Leo. That's really going to help you raise your vibration. Getting into acting is really going to help you raise your vibration. Getting into music, some kind of creative outlet, it's just really going to help y'all. And so now I want to talk to the Leos who are like, I don't like being the center of attention. I don't like drama. Or maybe you did when you were younger and now you're kind of over it. That's fine. Okay, so this is for y'all. So if you're at that space, which is totally fine, if you're at that space, for those Leos who are more, I don't want to say chill, but chill, to help y'all raise your vibration is really to kind of get more in touch with your inner self and your soul, and kind of get more in touch with the more spiritual aspects of your life. That's going to help you raise your vibration immensely. Okay. Okay. So those are my, my Leos. I'm trying to think what else could help a Leo, but yeah, just having that creative outlet, I think, is the biggest thing for Leos. That's going to help you really raise your vibration. Okay. So let's get into Cancers, y'all are full of emotion, or if you're a guy Cancer, you're full of not expressing your emotion, and that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. But basically for Cancers, y'all, you very watery, very full of emotion. It's like, it's very deeply feminine, aspect of the water signs. And so for my Cancers, what will really help you raise your vibration is, your ability to just find outlets to process your emotions or release your emotions, okay? This will really help you raise your vibration to allow yourself to really be more tapped in and tuned into your, I guess I want to say, higher reality, right? This happiness reality where your emotions aren't, taking you to and fro. They aren't, swinging you left and right. You're really in balance with your emotions and expressing your emotions. That's going to really help you with that. And it's going to help you raise your vibration. Obviously, again, being around water, and, real quick for all of the signs, fire signs, being around fire is going to help you. Being around a place that's fiery, okay? Latin America, very, 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 very fiery. So tap into that, okay? And obviously earth signs, be around nature, and air signs, be around air, be in the mountains, be up in the sky, flying, whatever, that's going to help you. But for water signs, obviously be around water. So Cancers, be around water. Okay. So that's what's going to help y'all Cancers, is, girl, being around water. I don't know what that was. I think it's a bird, but anyway, girl, being around water is going to really help you. Okay. Okay. So that's for my Cancers. Just being around water is going to really help you learn how to process those emotions, especially, okay? Use that emotional processing journal. It's on, if y'all a student in IBU, get that emotional processing journal, print out several copies, not just one, several copies, and just use it so you can help yourself process your emotions, okay? Just so you can really step into that height and elevation. Okay, so that's for my Cancers. The next one is my Geminis. Y'all love words. the best writers, the best rappers, the best poets. Not all of them are Geminis, but there's a majority of them that are Geminis, okay? A lot of rappers, Geminis. That's because they love words. They love wordplay. They love even languages. And usually people who have like a Gemini, some kind of Gemini, Sagittarius combination, they love to learn languages. They can learn languages easily if they have that in their chart. But Geminis, y'all love words. Y'all love words. So you need to do something with that. That's going to really help you heighten your vibration. And I'm not just saying like you need to be a writer or whatever. Like obviously, you know, there's many different ways of kind of tapping into your inner writer. But that's going to really help you heighten your energy. The other things that's going to help you raise your vibration is it's just being around people who are honest. That's like a huge deal for Geminis. They really prioritize honesty. And unless they're hurt, and then it's a little messy, but you know, if y'all have been hurt and you don't prioritize honesty, then you need to try to get back to that by hopefully just doing some processing, doing more emotional processing, doing trauma processing, and really tapping into you know, what it is that led you to the space that you're at now where you don't trust anybody. That they love people who are honest. So being in an honest community, okay? And if y'all are like, I don't know anybody who's honest around me, go to a church. Well, maybe not a church, but ooh, girl. Sorry, that was a snake. I know some of y'all listen like, what the heck? But it's okay. I think it was just like a garden snake, so it's all good. Anyway, so if you a Gemini, and if you a Gemini and you want to raise your vibration, I think being around monks will really help you. Monks are typically honest. You know, I think church people, depending on what church you go to, right? But just being around people who are honest. So I would really, you know, you don't necessarily have to become Buddhist and like join a monastery. You don't have to do that. But it would really help you to be around kind of people or communities like that. Okay, it will really help you raise your vibration. Okay, so that is Geminis. The next is Taurus. Taurus will help you raise your vibration is obviously being around nature, but having a balance between material and spiritual wealth. And I know a lot of Tauruses are like, you know, I don't need to worry about spirituality. I got my money. I got everything that I could possibly want. But that's kind of the trap that a lot of Tauruses fall into, right? You know, y'all think that, you know, you only needing money or only having money is gonna satisfy you. And once you have that money, once you have those riches that you've been like working towards, you're quickly going to find out. That that's just not it. You're gonna find out that's not the case. And so once you get to that peak, you're going to start to search for something that's going to help you come to kind of this higher level of happiness that money couldn't give you. And that's when you tap into spirituality. But I don't want y'all to get to that point and you have this big breakdown. I want y'all to really just kind of like take advantage of that now, knowing that that's what's going to happen. Okay. So you need to have this balance between material wealth and spiritual wealth. Okay. So, I mean, you could think of it like this. Every time you get a bonus or you meet your money goal, do something spiritual to celebrate. Okay. That's really going to help you kind of open up your soul, not your soul, but really open up your heart and really tap into the abundance, the infinite abundance that spirituality has that money can never give you. So really tap into that's really going to help you raise your vibration, especially for those of you who are like experiencing blockages. Okay, especially with your money blocks. If you're a Taurus and you have a money block, you need to investigate that because it's supposed to be easy for y'all. But you really need to tap into that spiritual part. Giving, that's a big thing. A lot of Tauruses, they don't realize this, but you need to learn how to give. Some of y'all, yeah, you're going to need to maybe read a book about giving. That's fine. But you need to give. That's really, really important. That's going to also help you raise your vibration. It's going to make you feel even better about yourself. Okay. Okay. So that is Taurus's. The next one is, and the last one is Aries. Okay. Aries. So, girl, I don't know about this. I think it's fine though. I think we're fine. We're fine. Okay, so Aries. Aries. Okay. Aries. Y'all are like so beautiful because I love Aries because y'all are the newest, the newest sign. And y'all are the leaders. Y'all are the natural born leaders because, in my opinion, right? Because y'all are the newest sign. You have this really beautiful mentality of newness and abundance and love that I think other signs don't necessarily know how to tap into innately, but Aries, you do. And you guys, that makes you guys like natural born leaders because you naturally just love people around you. Okay. You love, you love people and you love the people you meet and you're like genuinely curious about them. And this is something that other signs just don't have. So really tapping into that leadership too. A lot of Aries, y'all are natural born leaders. And if you listen to this and you're like, I'm not really a leader. It's like, no, you are a leader. You just haven't found your community yet. That's it. So you are really meant to lead communities. You're really meant to live in communion with this community, but you just need to find that community. So what's really going to help you raise your vibration is finding that community, okay? That's what's really going to help you raise your vibration. You absolutely need to learn how to find your community. And once you find your community, like you get to go. That's it. It's a wrap. It's going to be really easy, but you need to find your community. And once you find your community, that's when your vibration is going to rise. And that's when you're really going to empower yourself to just be the happiest version of yourself that you can be. Okay. So that's going to be it. I'm obviously out of breath because I'm out here hiking by myself, and I'm like, girl, we need to get out or do something else. And maybe I'll go to the beach next, actually. But anyway, my point is, I love y'all so much. I hope y'all learned something. And if you listen into this and you didn't listen through all of it, I really want to encourage y'all to, should have said this at the beginning, but listen to the whole thing, even if it's not your sign, because I still have like little gems for everybody to really apply into their lives to help raise their vibrations. Okay. So anyway, I love y'all so much, and I will talk to y'all later. Peace.